Good morning, children. Take out page number 135. Today we are going to continue the lesson, the gift. Now, Della said, "Jim, darling," she cried, "don't look at me that way." She'd call her husband that, "Jim, do not look at me in that way. I had my hair cut off and sold it. That I had to cut off my hair and sold it. I have to sell off my beautiful long hair. I did it because I could not live through Christmas without giving you a present. That I had to cut off my hair and sell it. I did it because I had to buy a gift for you. I had to give you a Christmas present. It will grow out again, that my hair will grow again. You should not worry. You won't mind it, will you? That my hair will grow again and you should not mind. I had to do it, that I had to do this because I had to give you a gift. My hair grows so fast, you know, that my hair, it grows very fast, so you need not worry. Merry Christmas, Jim." So she wished Jim Merry Christmas. Now let's be happy. So let us be happy and have a nice time. You don't know what a nice and beautiful gift I have got for you. That I have bought you a most wonderful gift for you. You cut off your hair, asked Jim, as if he had not yet believed her. So Jim was very full of surprise. He asked her again that, "Did you cut off her hair?" And as if he could not believe her. "Cut off and sold," said Della. So Della told, "Yes, I had to cut off my hair and sold it." "Don't you like me as well? Then don't you like me now with the short hair? I am me without my hair, aren't I? That I look the same without my long hair. I look the same. So don't you like me?" Jim looked about the room curiously. So Jim, her husband, looked about the room. "You need not look for it," said Della. So she told her husband that no need to look for the hair. "It's sold, I tell you. Sold and gone too. That I have sold off my hair. I have cut it and sold it. So you need not look for the hair around the room. It's Christmas Eve, dear. So it was the day before Christmas, that is 24th of December. So it is Christmas Eve and you don't need to look so surprised. I have cut off my hair and sold it. So now you let us, both of us, enjoy. Be good to me, for it went for you. That you have to be nice towards me. And that it went because I had to buy Christmas present for you. Nobody could ever count on love for you. That I love you very much, and hair is nothing. I needed to buy a beautiful gift for you. So hair is nothing. It will grow fast. So, and my love is very much more than ever for you. Shall I put the chops on, dear?" So she asked that, "Shall I cook the dinner for you now?" Jim seemed to wake up as if from a dream. So husband seemed to as if have awakened from a dream. He drew a package from the overcoat pocket, threw it upon the table. So Jim seemed as if he was just awakened from a dream. He took out a package, object wrapped in paper or packed in a box, and he put it on the table, near the table. "Don't make any mistake about me, Dell," he said. So he called his wife, "Dell, don't be surprised. Don't think anything about that. I don't think a haircut would make my love for you any less. That I was not thinking about the haircut at all, my dear wife, and I love you even with the short hair. But if you unwrap the package, you will see why I looked so lost at first. That if you open the gift, you will find that why I was so surprised, why I felt so surprised when you unwrap and see the gift. Then you will know why I was so much surprised. White fingers at once tore at the string and paper. Then came a scream of joy, which came quickly changed into feminine tears, then cries. So her fingers went to the packet and she tore off the wrapping and the string. And first there was a scream of joy seeing her gift. Then immediately it changed to tears and then loud cries. So first she was very happy as soon as she discovered and opened the gift, but after that she became very tearful and she began to cry and there were tears in her eyes. Now children, turn over the page. For there lay the combs, the set of combs. For there lay a set of combs that Della had worshipped for many months in the shop window. So in the shop window, Della had looked at the set of combs. So her husband had given her a set of combs, a beautiful set of combs which she had liked very much. She had done window shopping for months, many months. She had done window shopping and seen and appreciated those lovely combs. Now that was the gift, a set of combs which was given by Jim her husband had given the set of combs. They were beautiful combs made of pure tortoise shell and had jewel rims. So this set of combs were made of shell of tortoise and they had jewel rims, that is the sides, and they were just a color to wear in Della's beautiful vanished hair. So these beautiful tortoise shell combs had jewel rims and they were just a color which Della's long hair could wear. But now her hair was no longer long and she was not able to wear those combs on her short hair. They were expensive combs, she knew. So these combs were very costly, she knew, because they were made of tortoise shell and had jewels and over the rims. So she knew that these were costly combs. Her heart always longed for them without the least hope of possession. She loved those combs and she knew that she would never be able to have the combs because they were very costly. But she always wanted to have them. But now she had the combs, but she could not put on her hair because her hair was now no longer long. They were short now, so she could not wear them now. But she had them now. And now they were hers, but the tresses that should have adorned them were gone. So she wanted to wear them over her long hair. But now her hair was no longer long, so she could not wear them on her hair. But she loved them very much. The comb set looked beautiful, but she could no longer look beautiful wearing those combs over her hair because her hair had become short. Della hugged the combs to her bosom and kissed them. Then she looked up and smiled through her tears. So Della loved the combs very much and she kissed them. And then she looked up and smiled through the tears. She looked at her husband and smiled through her tears. Why she was sad? Because she had got a lovely present which she always wanted. But now since her hair was short, she could no longer wear them over her hair. So she looked very sad, but she was happy. Jim, my hair grows so fast, she said. So she was telling her husband that, Jim, you need not worry. My hair will grow fast and they grow very fast, so you should not worry. Jim had not yet seen his beautiful present. So Jim had also not opened his present which his wife had given him. Very eagerly she held it out to him upon her open palm. So she put her gift on the palm of her hand and gave it to Jim, which Jim had not yet opened. So, now let's see what happens. Now look at page 137. Isn't it lovely, Jim? She said. So she asked Jim, don't you love this gift I have given you? I hunted all over the town to find it, that I have looked all over the town to find a gift for you. You will have to look at your watch 100 times a day now. That you will love my gift very much, and now you will attach the chain to the watch and look at the watch 100 times a day. Give me your watch. I want to see how it looks on it. So she now said, pass me the watch. I want to see how this goes with the watch. I want to see how my gift looks on your watch. So he had the golden watch, if you remember, and she had brought the chain for the watch. So now she wanted to see how it looked on the watch. Instead of obeying, Jim tumbled down on the couch. So instead of listening to her, Jim just sat on the sofa set. He heavily sat on the sofa set. He put his hands under the back of his head and smiled. Then he just looked at the picture there. He folded his hands behind his head, back of his head, and smiled at her. Dell, he said. Then he said, called his wife. Dell, he said, let's put a Christmas present away for a while. Let us keep our Christmas presents now. They are too nice to use just at the present. That they are very nice, but we are not able to use them at present. Let us just enjoy them. They are very nice gifts, but at present, let us just watch them and keep them. I sold a watch to get money for your combs. That I had to sell off my gold watch, which was the possession. I sold her so that I could get the expensive combs for you as a gift. And now you will have to put the chops on. So now he said, let's have dinner and you cook the chops for me. So each of them, you can see, has sacrificed. He had sacrificed his beautiful gold watch, sold it and bought a gift for her. And Della had also sold her hair, cut off her long beautiful hair, and sold her hair and got a beautiful chain for her husband for his golden watch. So both had sacrificed their possessions, but they were unable to use the gift because Della had sold off her long beautiful hair and Jim had sold off his gold watch. So both were unable to use their gifts. So this is a very lovely story with a moral. I hope you have enjoyed the story. Thank you, children. Next day we will do the question and answers of this lesson.